What up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your host with the most, no need to brag and boast. All I do is give a toast to the real folks, the real way, and then pave the way. And y'all see this bullshit that's going on right now? They done accuse my nigga AB of rape. These fake assholes out here. That's why you can't trust these hoes, you know what I'm talking about? Well, let's go through the whole Antonio Brown fiasco, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit is messed up. They're accusing them of, well, there's a chick back in the days accusing them of rape, and they got some disturbing text messages that was released. Well, you know my nigga AB ain't raped nobody. Check the timelines. He finessed the league, got to the team he wanted. Maybe didn't get the money he wanted, but got to the team he wanted. Got out of the situation he was in. And they fucking with him. So, you know, the text messages were kind of graphic, but he's just keeping it real with them. He's like, I jacked my dick on your back, slept with you in bed. Fuck your knowledge, bitch. I've been all pro before, and before I even knew you hit me online, bitch. Crying, I didn't hit you up. Never left my house. Since you had a hotel, you fell asleep on my couch. Fuck out of here, my baby mama chick, your dumb ass. Last me, you're a failure telling everybody you own a gym. Ah! Where you gonna blast? Where you gonna blast? Don't fucking write my phone line, bitch. It was easy come up using God alias, fake asshole. And your mama thought y'all hoes had to come up. Fuck out of here. Don't write my team. Woo! So you see how it goes down? It's real in the field, man. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to look for a come up on my nigga. So, you know, it didn't go like that. So, you know, you got Stephen A. Smith now acting like a little bitch because AB blocked him when he was running around saying, oh, his attitude is deplorable. So let's see what Stephen A. had to say after AB blocked his ass on Twitter today. Hold up, y'all. He said he don't care if AB blocked his ass. He's lying.
But nevertheless, what I would tell you is this.
Even
I want to ask you all, when you think about this season, 2019, particularly with the New England Patriots having acquired Antonio Brown, my simple question to all of you.
Yeah, they always gamble on 50 players.
See, when Kevin Durant went to Golden State, people went it up for.
Remember when they took
I didn't even want to watch basketball that season because the balance of power so dramatically shifted.
And they took Randy Moss.
Nobody was going to be Golden State that year. Nobody.
And Hernandez.
Because nothing else is going to knock them off. Well, a few years before that, Miami had LeBron and D Wade in those boys. I didn't view that as a thing. Even though that was kind of stacking the deck, there was still Boston there with Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Rondo. Indiana was on a come up, and more importantly than anything else, LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh had never played together. So to me, it was not the same as Kevin Durant already joining a juggernaut who experienced and playing with one another. They
ain't the same thing because
LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh had to learn to play together, which explains why they lost to Dallas that first round.
They don't got a full stack team. Pats don't got a stack team like that.
LeBron James imploded, and even James Terry was guarding him.
Okay.
ran in the Golden State was different. But I remember everybody, myself included, being in an absolute uproar. My question is, how do we feel about that with the NFL? Because let me tell you something right now. Barring injury, there's nobody that's beating the New England Patriots. Y'all do understand that, right? There's nothing to talk about here. There's nobody that's beating the New England Patriots.
Especially with AB on the team. No front.
It's damn near unfair. And I remember when they were playing, the only thing, do you realize that right now, the only thing we have to hold on to, the hope for a competitive, parity-laden season, are the New York Giants? Now, for those of you who think that statement means I must be on crack, please understand I'm talking about the New York Giants of 2007, 2011. I'm talking about these guys. I'm saying the 2007 Giants, the 2011 Giants. But even that, we found ourselves hoping against.
What the fuck is he talking about?
None of us believed.
Anyway.
But Michael Strahan and his crew thought they could get to Brady. And if they could get to Brady, they could change everything. And believe it or not.
Well, let me continue with the little text message. And there's another one. Thanks for giving us control of the life for 3 weeks. Next time you and your mama plotting on the come on, make sure y'all hold pick the right man, dumbass hoe. Maybe some of you already fucked your mama controlling your life like she gonna help to come up. Feel that you feel at gymnast, you're nobody. Me and somebody laugh about this shit. We busted on the back. I let him know when I'm bored. You a disgrace to the little girl and you still doing this in the past and your mom was off with your mama. Lucky I showed you run around your welcome. My baby mama know a weak bitch when she spot when you prove yourself. God damn! That's just pose. But at the end of the day, that's what I feel like it is. You know, it ain't nothing about no rape or nothing like that. So, you know, that shit is weak. That shit is for the birds. Then you can't come around and say the nigga rape somebody. You know, that's a bit much. You know?
Barring injury, that's all you can hope for. That's all you can hope for. And I thought about it because I said even that ain't good enough because I thought about Chicago doesn't need the blitz to get to the quarterback, but their offense is not good enough. But then I thought about how, well, Eli Manning, Mario Manningham, Plaxico Burress, whoever, you know, their offense wasn't a juggernaut either. So maybe there is a chance. I just can't see it. I can't see Brady with Belichick having Antonio Brown with a healthy Josh Gordon, Julian Edelman. I just can't see how you're going to be doing it. James White, Tony Michelle. I mean, what the hell? I don't see how. I don't see. Is it not? If we're going to talk about Antonio Brown, I guess my question to everybody would be, is it time to start talking about the New England Patriots in a fashion that asks questions?
Exactly.
Are they going undefeated this season? Are they going to pull it off?
Now you're saying, oh, are they going undefeated?
Because
just the other day you were saying, oh, his attitude was horrible.
Theoretically speaking,
you shouldn't have did all that.
Before the conclusion,
with the Steelers.
I don't get anybody speaking. I really don't.
I just hope the accusations are not real. I know they ain't real though.
For highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
Yeah, I wanna see
Did AB plan on leaving the Raiders from the very beginning?
I have no inside knowledge of this, but if you're asking my opinion, and this is just my opinion, of course he did. This was an inside job, it looks like, from the outside. Just as Rich Paul catches heat, right?
Patriots signed Brown to 1 year, $50 million deal, $9 million signing bonus, with fully guaranteed $20 million team option.
I was critical of the Lakers. I'm like,
That's a
wait,
damn good deal.
what are you not giving the coach for? You're going to get the coach, you're going to get AD, you're going to get Anthony Davis, you're going to get Anthony. That's what this looks like with Rosenhaus and Belichick. Let's be honest here. Think about what happened. Okay, let me just the facts, guys. Here's just the facts.
No, this is the scheme.
The dots connect themselves. What did Belichick want? He wanted to trade for Antonio Brown, according to reports, was willing to give a
Black man got what he wanted. He played the social media game.
Belichick walked, of course. He went for a
And
third
then
and a fifth
get
with the Raiders. Soon as he gets to the Raiders,
advantage.
why would you go to the Raiders? You can't win.
And now, boom, they hit him with a motherfucking rape
He was
charge.
crazy like a fox. He was acting a fool, you know, and throwing
Crazy
tantrums
guy.
to get out and get his money. Oh, we got it. Oh, wait a minute. He's really crazy. Look at this. He's giving them a problem with the helmet. Drew Rosenhaus says, well, they got off to a bad foot because of the helmet. That wasn't the Raiders. That was the NFL. Then a million other things, including taping of conversation with Gruden.
Which is illegal.
Which is illegal in the state of California. Let both parties know about it. But guys, that's a distraction from the job at hand. And people would have to know that going in before he even does that. Now the Patriots magically have the exact cap space to give him not only about $10 million up front, but then $20 million team option, which is the same next year, the same $30 million he was going to get. Now you say, well, that's a team option. Because this is how deals are done in real life. I'm not saying this happened, but I could imagine. We want the
Stephen A's getting so heated. Look, you can't wait for the fucking top.
If I was doing faces on six, I'd have to make sure we're going to keep that option, but you have my word. If he's not crazy,
anyway,
$30 million to play on the
Stephen A, y'all
they gave
really need to
zero track.
think y'all are
These dots connect themselves. And by the way, if I'm wrong, but if you're asking me my opinion, oh my God.
Yeah, I'll look on the game with he's full of shit.
I agree. I think that. Let me say this. That's not my concern. Drew Rosenhaus did a fabulous job talking with us just now.
Looks like Stephen A.
I think that he was not
airline getting put back in the further. Damn.
And that's
damn.
If I was he was my age and I'd fire him on the spot. So he is supposed to say that. All right, so Drew Rosenhaus did his job. What I would like to ask on a day like today, I'm going to bring up Rich Paul. I'm going to bring up Bill Dustin, Aaron, and Eric Goodwin, and all of these boys. And I'm going to say just the same way we accord Drew Rosenhaus the level of praise to throw laudables in his direction, he is in his zealous efforts for representing his clients.
Stephen A. is so full of shit.
In respect to Rich Paul and the others. That's why I brought up Rich Paul, by the way. When it comes to LeBron James. But let's also understand that the Damian, you know, there's a hell of a big difference. Ocean-wide to Antonio Brown. LeBron James. See, when you have a guy like LeBron James,
now you gotta talk about character and
what we don't do enough is recognize the class that he has exercised throughout his study. LeBron James, to this day, the only blemish on his career in terms of his conduct was that the decision. That's it. Antonio Brown has lied. He has played teammates and organizations. He's acted like a clown. He has embarrassed his organization himself. He's thrown rubber. Mike Tomlin, our very own Ryan Clark, Juju Smith-Schuster, when he's DMing you, private text messages and stuff like that, you reveal those things publicly. He did the same thing just now to John Gruden. They had a conversation. Drew Rosenhaus connected them. What does this dude do? He goes and he publicizes the
hey, it's the power of social media, man. Don't hate.
This man has exhibited and displayed a level of selfishness, the likes of which most of us haven't seen. I don't ever want to hear T.O.'s name again mentioned in this breath. Not compared to him. I don't ever want to hear Randy Moss's name mentioned. Not compared to this. I've never seen anything like it. He should be ashamed of himself. And I'm going to say this last point, then I'm going to give it to you. I understand that as black men, we have experiences that other people don't have. and we express our points of view, whatever. But understand why. Because you got people on the come up that are going to be looking to emulate that. And they will never get away with what he got away with. And usually those of us that are in a privileged position.
Nigga, fuck the NFL, man. What the fuck you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Niggas is fucking blocking niggas out from kneeling and shit. You know what I'm saying? I told you, bro, just trying to get it where you fit in, play a position. I want to jab it.
So we can make sure that we don't do damage to those who will follow us.
And at the end of the day, he did it because he said
I don't give a damn about him being with the Patriots or whatever. What I give a damn about is the nonsense that he engaged in to get to this point. It's disgraceful. I'm ashamed of this, bro. That's all I want to say. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
That just goes to show how full of shit this motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to none of this shit this nigga got. You threw Mike Tomlin under the bus. You put him in the eye of the storm. Because now Mike Tomlin has been accused of being an enabler. You threw Big Ben Roethlisberger under the bus when he should. Wasn't Ben Roethlisberger charged with rape?
And other people are like, yo, y'all, this is this bad. But you also brought racists in it.
Wasn't Roethlisberger
evident from what I was told that I talked to those other teammates because he thought they would side with AB. So he never told them all the shenanigans that AB was engaging in away from them. You took Juju Smith-Schuster, your man, the other receiver. You're upset that he got team MVP honors. What did you do? This brother, young brother, 21 years old, got nothing but love and praise for you. You throw him under the bus. You reveal private text messages from him, okay? And Ryan Clark won a Super Bowl with this franchise.
AB is going to win a Super Bowl with the Patriots this year. Mark my word.
You go to Oakland. They ain't got nothing to do with the crowd there. They don't have anything to do with the helmet. By the way, when you were filing the grievances against the National Football League, you were on the phone with another brother in Troy Vincent and his crew of dudes, and you going off on them. F-bombs and all of this other stuff. I'm telling you what I know. And then after that,
hey man, it's part of football, man. Shit happens like that sometimes.
Adam Schefter and Chris Woodson is reporting how you stood the coach up after he gave you the $30 million. You apologize to the team, and in a matter of hours after the apology, you go and take the private conversation, violate California state laws.
Shut the fuck up. Yo, dude, do you hear this, niggas? That's why it's good to have social media, so you can just
everywhere you turn, this brother has violated man code, decency, professionalism, and on. And oh, by the way, we got brothers out here literally saying, way to go, Antonio.
Anyway, that ain't that.
This is the kind of stuff we gotta put a stop to.
This is an infamous phone call. Because it wasn't really nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Antonio, coaches on the line.
You know the lifespan for a football player.
Yo, what's up, bro? What else going on?
I'm trying to get a championship.
There's a villain all over the news, man. Is Antonio all right? He didn't behave like this before he started getting played. It was Antonio Brown has been an absolute savage. Stress on herself at the end of the day. I brought you here because you're my favorite guy. I don't know where you are in your life right now. All I know is you got a lot of things going on. There's a lot of people that have an opinion about you. And whether it be good or bad, you're in the spotlight.
I was in the spotlight. That man. Stand firm, stand strong, stand for what we believe in. You got what you got?
I don't know why it's a question that you've been really like you guys want me to be ready. Please stop this shit. I'm more than a football fan, man. I'm a real person about the football. I know I do that. I know everybody got to get up. This is my life. Ain't no more games.
Ah, shit. It's my life. Ain't no more games. Now, everybody can document their own cultural narrative, you know? Get ahead of the narrative. So Stephen A. needs to cut the bullshit. That's like, oh, what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. But this whole accusation thing
It's different.
crazy.
Based on all of his activity in the last year, whatever, it's all about himself. It's selfish. That's the opinion I have of his behavior up until this point. So he basically, by being signed by the Patriots, everything is important there. Okay, walkthroughs, meetings, practices, meetings after practice. Everything is important.
Baby.
Saturday walkthrough. You gotta be there. You gotta be present. He has to change. Is that possible? Can he change and be someone that can be reliable on a team that needs it?
Teddy, I thought that this guy, look,
anybody get on the winning team,
I would love to coach
change.
this guy. I've said it, publicly. I've done all that. I'll coach anybody.
He don't have to change.
I mean, number one, I think he's a phony. And the reason I say that is he gets signed with the Raiders, happiest guy on the planet, right? Then he talks about how he's going to hold his teammates accountable. He's even going to fine them. Really? How about you fine yourself? I've never seen a guy with more issues than this. Now, look, I know I couldn't coach him, which is really saying something. But if there's anybody on the planet that can, Randy, you mentioned it, the greatest coach in the history of our game, the greatest player in the history of our game, and Tom Brady. Now you just got to play. But you know what? It ain't going to be. Ben's not going to be there to save you anymore when you're not in the right spot. Tom's going to be like, how's this really going to work? I mean, he is going to have to flip it. And we'll see.
This is over the course of an entire season. Okay, worst case, okay, maybe he's there.
We don't know what the player's going
through. 5 games, and he's able to fake it for that long. And I do say fake because I think in Antonio Brown right now, I don't know how he is going to conform to this way they want in that locker room. I know how it is in that locker room. How he can do that consistently every single week. A saying Coach Belichick likes to say, string them together. Yeah. String the good weeks together. Don't give me one and stop. Give me 16 in a row, Antonio. Can you do that? You said in New England, everything's important. You know what's not important? What's on your Instagram story? And that's what we have seen as important to Antonio Brown. I believe this. New England Patriots, they have 6 Lombardis. You go to Foxborough, they have 6 Lombardi trophies there. That might not be their greatest accomplishment. If they're able to get Antonio Brown to conform to the Patriot way for 16 games plus playoffs, that would be, to me, that would be their greatest accomplishment. And I would give them the standing ovation. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't see that. It's not only even conforming to what the Patriots way is in that Patriot way is in that locker room. It's how about diminished targets? How about weeks when we want to establish the run and it's playoffs? But that is the Patriot way. That is the Patriot way. I don't need to be the focal point of the offense. Like you might get all the carries in week 4, week 5. You may not get a touch. Like that's the Patriot way. You might get benched in the Super Bowl, and then we don't talk about it. It's a non-issue. It was coach's decision. Like that's the Patriot way. It's team. It's we before me. And I'm sorry, I love Antonio Brown. I was watching him play, but he is not we.
I think that
we before we.
I believe that Belichick and the system is going to hide some things, like taking it from the media's eyes. But I think when you look at it, I said that I'm ready for this guy to play football. If he's still the number 1 wide receiver in the National Football League, now it's time to prove it. You're with the GOAT. You're with the GOAT head coach. You're with the GOAT quarterback. It's time to put up or shut up. I don't know if this is his last stop or not, but he's playing for 1-year deals. I just want the man to play football. That's all I want. 100% of the players in the National Football League.
He ain't going to throw one in the bus like
100%, and including Antonio Brown. At least I think.
No, I don't buy that. And the reason I don't buy that, we saw what happened in Week 17 with the Steelers last year. Didn't care a whole lot about winning or showing up that week. In Oakland, he's proven he won't even show up. Not only won't he show up, he won't keep in-house stuff in-house, which does not go over well in New England. He won't be honest We know that's been an issue. And we know he's all about sharing, like Matt said, on Instagram. He already did it. If you checked his Instagram this morning or last night, already with the Patriots, Teddy, I just don't see this working in New England. How many games do you think this guy lasts there?
I'd be surprised if he lasts the season without having some type of issue. And then how the New England Patriots handle it once that issue comes up, because there's going to be an issue. And there is a player in that wide receiver room right now that needs a distraction-free environment to have success already. You know who that is, right?
Mr. Gordon.
Josh Gordon. So with Josh Gordon now in that room, he needs to focus himself to be there all 16 also. So now you've got two wild cards in Gordon and AB, and you're wondering, can they hold it together for an entire season? I think Josh doesn't need this type of distraction to have success for him. And Antonio Brown, it's going to be a room that we have to monitor the entire season.
The best wide receiver
Brady steps in, Belichick steps in. Because if I'm a captain on that team, okay, coach, I don't want to have to deal with this. You deal with it. You handle it. If he's on his phone in meetings, if he's late for meetings or whatever it is, Belichick.
That's why I say, fuck that. Get your money. Everywhere you gotta get it. It's still gonna be recruiting. So, you know, the destiny is in your hand. I'm gonna do everything AB did, but shit. I'm sure you didn't rape no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. He's in a good space right now. He's in a good team. He's got a good little deal going on. Let that man breathe, man. Let that man, you know what I'm saying? Get to where you need to go, man. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I just think it's just slander. People know talking about this and that. That is, it's crazy, you know? Well, let me see if I can get all of these guys great allocation. Going real down. Shit. I'll do the damn thing like that. So, what y'all saying out there, though? Yeah, I'm gonna just pull it up real quick. Bear with me for a minute. Let me see what they got to say about it right here real quick. I don't believe none of it, but
all right, what's going on, guy?
I'm just trying to see something.
Good evening, I'm Veronica Dela Cruz.
I got that. We begin tonight with some breaking news. According to TMZ Sports, former Raiders recently turned Patriots player Antonio Brown is being sued by a woman who claims the NFL star sexually assaulted and raped her during 3 separate encounters. This report states the woman behind the lawsuit says that she was hired by Brown as a personal trainer. The first incident allegedly happened in June of 2017. Of course, we'll have more details on this developing story coming up tonight at 11 o'clock right here on KPIX5.
So y'all remember the text message I was telling you before?
Right now, why don't we bring in our NFL insider, Jay Glazer, to really take us behind the scenes, Jay, about what was going on inside the locker room. I wonder, while all this was playing out, what were the Raider players saying?
Let's see what was going on inside the...
Loved Antonio Brown. Absolutely loved him. A minute I thought, He never really wanted to be there in the first place. Even when things were starting to go a little bit better, like on Friday when he apologized to the team, there were many in there but nah, something else is going to happen. The other shoe is going to drop. He's going to end up getting himself out of here. That's obviously what happened. One player this week kind of just got AB for G. Now, Pittsburgh Steelers, when I talked to someone, they said, Mike Tomlin should get the Nobel Peace Prize. We've been dealing with that for years. We kept it under wraps. Nobody had any idea until now.
Did he retroactively get Coach of the Year for that? I mean, look, we know how this played out. In the end, the Ravens wound up releasing him. But step by step, how did it happen?
Look, so here's what nobody knows. That on Thursday, they made the decision, we're done. So they very quietly started calling around other teams, trying to trade Antonio Brown. But because of the soap opera and because of the guarantees in the contract, they couldn't really get a taker. On Saturday, they finally released him. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, told me there were 3 teams heavily involved, including the Patriots. There is one team that I know of that Antonio Brown was actually on the phone with their head coach 15 minutes before he signed with the Patriots.
All right, so he winds up signing with New England. What does everyone around the league say about that?
So it's like an Oliver Stone movie. Yeah. This is not me saying this. Okay, let's be clear here. Okay, pushing the blame elsewhere. But everybody you talk to inside the NFL, whether it's executives, coaches, players, they're all saying this is totally orchestrated by the Patriots and Antonio Brown. It's been in the works for, again, I'm not saying it, but everybody else completely believes it.
If he's the greatest actor in the history of mankind, he needs a Broadway show. Yeah, there's something weird in this whole situation. Let me ask you how any everybody knows you. Being affiliated with that team. When you look at it from a Raiders standpoint, what could they have done differently to avoid getting this point?
Well, that's easy. I think it's a classic case of temptation, of talent outweighing character issues. And I think in some ways, John, I think, has a lot of Father Peter. He thinks he can save or reach every player. And this guy was beyond his reach. They tried to accommodate this guy time and time again over the process of signing him through training camp, the helmet, the blisters, the practices, the walkthroughs, all of that. And at the end of the day, I think it came to the realization that he's a cancer on our football team. We need to get him out. Because he's a team destroyer, I believe. Yeah. And Mike Tomlin should be the UN ambassador for what he did in Pittsburgh, keeping the lid on.
I think when he championship
team cancer as being disrespectful and as being disloyal. He's the kind of player I would never, ever want to play for. I would not want him on the team. I do not like people like this. And I too, like a lot of people, I was sitting with Jimmy last night watching college games when he came across the room, and I said to Jimmy, how does this happen so rapidly? It just seems like, and everybody's right, it seems like it was already in the making. Maybe it was, maybe it was.
I like this. When somebody shows you who they are, then believe them. He's so who he is. You talk about, beyond reach. He was beyond reach at Pittsburgh. He's beyond reach with Oakland. With LA, with the Raiders. Now he's going to the Patriots where you think all of a sudden somebody's going to be able to reach him. I would love to see him because he's a talented player. But when you start looking at what you're doing and all the trouble that you caused, you're blaming everyone else, you need to look at yourself. And everything is a social media culture. Everything, he takes everything, puts everything, he happens to have a camera there. When they release me in the locker room with a camera when the coach is giving a speech in Pittsburgh. It's if to me, you're going to go to a team now, you're not going to give away any of that. You're the guy, all this attention to be on him. Can he play on the team where it's unselfish winning? You don't have a big game where we don't really make a flash out of you in 3 weeks. Can he handle not being a focal point of a team?
Yeah, I just don't like bad behavior being rewarded. And that's what's happened here. And sometimes talent, they get away with it, because of their talent. I think we're all in agreement. This guy is a knucklehead, and hey, it wasn't a fit in Oakland, but it wasn't a fit in a Super Bowl organization like the Steelers. And everybody's comparing it to, Randy Moss going to the Patriots. Well, Chad Johnson and Hainsworth, they also went to the Patriots. There's no guarantee it's going to work out.
All right, so let me ask you this then here. As we sit here, obviously he's starting the year with the New England Patriots. How many of you, raise your hand, think he will finish the year with the Patriots without being suspended or any incident happening at all?
I'm the only guy on this set that's never gambled in Las Vegas. I would bet thousands on that.
I think there's got to be something. I think he'd like a turmoil. Keep him motivated. Raise my hand to that.
Anyway, you already know. AB got some A lot of work to do, but he's gonna do his damn thing. Getting his money at the same time. What you want him to do? Sit around and fucking stay with a team that's fucking around and shit like that? Like the Raiders ain't going nowhere. The Steelers, back then, Big Ben was going through his bullshit. They don't really know what's going on. I mean, they are a championship organization. So shoot, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on out there? We all got winning the Super Bowl this year. We all got for the Super Bowl. I'm going Minnesota, the Vikings. The Vikings against the Wings. And the Vikings gonna win 21-13. I got the 21-13. Something about 21-13. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Vikings are winning it this year. Look out for them. Anyway, it's your boy Mac Miller. I ain't got time for all this, you know what I'm saying? I just have to break it down for y'all. You know, what happened to AB. You know, I hope that really goes through all this bullshit. If we trying to throw dirt on his name now, saying, oh, he raped everybody and all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know he's kind of wild with it, doing what he do, but it seems like a genuine dude. You know, it's misunderstood. Sometimes people are like that. Anyway, it's a boy Mac Miller.